In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a square 90-degree outside corner cut with drip edge, or T-metal as we like to call it. The first piece, I'm going to show you how to put a tab that goes around the corner to basically close off the corner. Then the next cut is the miter cut, or what will finish it off right here to basically look like that. This is the finished product. Just want a little bit hanging over. Got my pencil, I'm just going to scribe it. On the back of the metal I got a line. This is T-metal. That's what I call T-metal. Other people call it T-metal. Right to that point where the drip edge is and your mark, you want to give it a little bit of relief. You don't really want to cut it straight. Then you want to cut that off. Cut your drip off here. On your T, you want to cut about a half inch long. Okay, so if you're using square broke metal, you're going to want to cut it right here, right at your corner, because when you fold this back, that's going to be your edge, and you're not going to have any T to worry about. As a receiver for your other piece. Then cut your nailer, and you want to back off a little bit so your other piece won't hit. Now it's a square corner, which is the easiest one, so we're just gonna bend this back, and it's good to bend it a little further back, and you can pull it tight. Now we just pull it to where it stops, and that's going to be tight. We want to get a nail in it over here where our control is. And then we don't want to pull it too tight, but we want it snug. One in the middle here, and then we can nail it off later. It's set. Alright, so now we're going to do the other side. The one thing we need is some relief in our T, because at this point, the code's around here, we got to lap this 3 inches. So just for fun, I'm going to mark it here 3 inches. We used to lap it about 1/4 of an inch. Until after Hurricane Andrew changed all that. So I'm going to cut a relief way back here, not quite at the 3-inch mark, and I'm going to take it all the way down. What that'll do is help my metal sit a little bit tighter. So I'm going to squeeze a little bit here, and I'm going to put it, everything's nice and tight. Then again, my pencil here, and I'm going to scribe my cut. Okay, so for this side, this is a shed style roof. So I'm going to do my my tab up here, and I'm going to miter that corner down there. So I want to do my tab first and bring it down to my finished miter, which is down there. And I'm going to go ahead and do this all in one piece. So I'm going to leave enough overhanging so that I can scribe and I can float this wherever I want. I'm going to put it right where I want it. Then I'm going to come down here, pull this in nice and tight. And I'm going to scribe it. And I can even scribe this one now. So if I was on the roof, I'd just cut it just right here, just like this. Which I am on a roof, I'm on a mock-up. Okay, as you can see, I got a line on the nailer and a line on the face. Now this drip edge is out just a little bit. It's off of a 90, so it's not so tight to the edge or to the fascia. But I'm going to go ahead and cut my mark. And if I got to recut it, I got to recut it. Just going to cut right on that mark. Then, as you can see, there's a little bit of a void, so I'm going to cut to it. I'm going to go ahead and cut my T. That's always tough. 2 pieces of metal. And I don't really need that line because I'm going to cut back to my other cut. And I'm just going to back off of a point. So I got to trim that. I got to trim that off. Watch out. I got to trim that off there. Okay. I can trim this just a little bit, just to get it off of that point. Squeeze it. This is where I messed up before. I left the T too long. I can feel it in here. I had to redo it. So I can go ahead and scribe it, but I'm going to need to trim the T off a little bit. Just an 1/8 of an inch or so. Let's see if that works. So I'm cutting right on the line. I'm going to cut. Got to make that relief cut. Again, right on the line. Go down and then in. Much better. Nope. Middle. And then what you can do. Alright, so I'm going to tap the T up. You can even tap the seam closed just a little bit. Let's see how that looks. Definitely looks good. It's pretty tight. Pretty tight. That's what we want. So back over here, that's going to be our tab side. I got another tab side down there. So once I get the shingles laid, then I'm going to have a piece on top that's going to finish this part off.